If Tszyu chooses to vacate the WBO belt for a fight with Errol Spence, this opens the door for Teofimo Lopez. But there's only one stipulation. Terence Crawford is going for his 4th division title, so the fight would have to be at 154. And not just that, Teofimo has the network to put the fight on, so he has to talk to Bob Arum and make the fight happen. Give Terence Crawford an offer, because Terence Crawford can't offer you anything because he does not belong to a network. But he can offer you a vacant title shot at the super welterweight division. That'll be Teofimo's 3rd division title if he happens to pull off the upset. It's only right, because Terence Crawford has to go to 168 to fight Canelo, and Teofimo said he's daring to be great. So, no catch weight, let's make it happen. And a lot of you are saying this fight doesn't make sense. And it probably doesn't. But he's the one calling Crawford out. So all I'm saying is, if he really wants to fight, he would activate his WBO mandatory clause. Because I think Tszyu is going to end up fighting Errol Spence.
Your man said you'd be willing to vacate WBO belt to fight Errol Spence before fighting Crawford. Would you do something like that?
What?
I said, your manager.
My manager?
Your manager.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to my manager.
Yeah.
I ain't vacated nothing yet.
What if both fights are on the table for, pretty similar money? Spence and Crawford, where do you go if that's the decision to make?
Well, that's, man, whatever makes more business sense, whatever pays more. Put the money up, I guess.
And Spence posted this on X. Headed to Vegas, I want the winner of Fedor and Tszyu. So it looks like to me, Errol Spence got the inside track on Terence Crawford once again, because he's with the PBC. Let me tell you something. I hear this over and over again from content creators, Bud haters, that why isn't Bud fighting Jaron Ennis? Why isn't Bud fighting Tszyu? Because both those fighters are affiliated with the PBC. Truth be told, Bud wasn't even supposed to get the Spence fight. Al Heyman was against that. And I don't think it would be a rematch. I thought it would be. I thought they were heading that direction. But I don't think it'll be a rematch. Bud's not going to get any of those fights. A Jaron Boots Ennis, Tszyu, Errol Spence rematch, Canelo Alvarez. Who's ever affiliated and signed with the PBC, they want nothing to do with Bud Crawford. He is blackballed once again because he's a free agent. And money has something to do with it, but that's not the whole picture. He's just not with the PBC. And any fighter who's affiliated with the PBC, even though Tszyu and Jaron Boots Ennis is not signed with the PBC, they're affiliated with them, and Bud has no access to them. Now, Tszyu's management team knows what is the bigger fight and what's the easier fight. And that's Errol Spence, which is amazing. All of a sudden, he's healthy again. Now he's ready to get in there with Tszyu for another title shot after getting the brakes beat off him by Terence Crawford. I don't know too many fighters that took a beating like that and then their next fight's another title shot. We might be seeing one this summer with Errol Spence and Tszyu. Now, nothing's locked in yet, but my theory is Errol Spence will get the fight over Terence Crawford for those reasons. Easier opponent, Tszyu thinks is an easier opponent, and also it's more money. And don't forget the affiliation with the PBC, just like Boots Ennis. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope Tszyu stands up and says, you know what? I want to fight the best. And Terence Crawford is the best. But if that doesn't happen, Terence Crawford needs to move on and fight. He's been out of the ring for a while now. He needs to get back in the ring if he's going to continue his boxing career. I think he should fight for the vacant WBO title. And it looks like unless Teofimo steps up to the plate, his opponent will be Josh Kelly. I don't think Xander Zayas or Virgil Ortiz at this point will be challenging Crawford for that 154 WBO title, or Eric Salubin because he's with the PBC. So I can see maybe Takashi Inoue or Josh Kelly. But regardless, if this doesn't work out for Bud, getting the Tszyu fight, he needs to get back in the ring. Anyway, Who's going to get the Tszyu fight if he beats Fundora? Will it be Spence or Crawford? I think it will be Spence. Leave your thoughts or comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.